Hello? Anyone there? Oh. Hello? We're underway. Oh. So I'm just putting my socks on. Oh, I'm freezing. I've just come in. Great chance for Bournemouth already. And they've scored! Immediately! Is it Adeyemi? Oh no, fucking Semenyo. I don't know why I said Adeyemi. I'm all over the fucking shop. It's 1-0 already! A goal immediately! We could be on for an absolute slobber knocker of a game. My hair is doing a mad one today. Inside the first minute. First shot. First goal. Can you believe it? Oh. There we go. That was fast. A goal in the first fucking how many seconds? I don't even know. Oh. Oh God, there we go. Oh no, I'm just settling down. Give me a chance. A reminder that this is the team that we are playing on Sunday. Bournemouth have scored 10,800. Man, it's taken a fucking while, isn't it? It's taken a Chelsea disaster class to get there. But I'll take it, you know. Yeah, we're playing Fulham on Sunday. So if Bournemouth can score that quickly, you know, maybe we need to as well. Honestly, it's a hood up. It might be a hood up sort of stream. Fucking oh man, what a day! What a couple of days, eh? Fucking Enzo Moresca, right? What an absolute wallad. What a fucking idiot. I've lost all respect for him. If there was any, I've lost all respect for him. I just can't be arsed. He's just absolutely taken all the fun out of this season with the way that he's run things, and I just man, it's hard to back him anymore at this point. In fact, I actively do not. I'm officially Moresca out. I'm officially Moresca out, and I don't think I'm alone. I do not think I am alone. Sorry, I'm just posting the link onto Instagram. And there we go. Neil Patel. What a variety of names. Are you on a monathon? I mean, it's the place to be. If you want to hear someone moan about Moresca, this is absolutely the place to be. Let me just yeah, I need to get the timer up. Thank you. Let me just get into the fucking stream first. And I've got to do a what's the time? 4:34. We'll get into it shortly. I've literally in the, like 5 minutes ago I was in the bath, the ice bath. So I need to cool down. I need to warm up, cool down, whatever. Watched your rant yesterday. It definitely justified Enzo has betrayed us and dug himself into a place he can't escape as a Chelsea manager. Well, yeah. If you haven't seen my new video that's out, please do check that out. Titled Enzo Moresca has become the problem. And that's to imply that he wasn't the problem, or at least wasn't the sole problem at Chelsea Football Club. However, he has absolutely become a problem at the club with his comments on the fact that that the environment is to blame. Can you, of all things? And I've had my thing to say about that. I didn't know yesterday that had happened until like after the Newcastle Everton game. It didn't really come up. Until, and I think I was in bed. I think I'd gotten into bed by the time. Oh man, fuck me. I've got to do a thumbnail for Alex. Fucking dipshit. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the issue until I got into bed around sort of like 10 o'clock. So it absolutely pissed me off to a degree that I was not ready for. Like I've expected chance for Bournemouth to get a second crossed in and cleared away. I've been thinking Moresca he'll blame a lot of things except himself. Like he genuinely has it in him to just always pass the buck, always pass the blame. But I never thought he'd stoop as low as blaming the fans, man. I honestly, and I've had my say in terms of blaming the manager, blaming the fans is the lowest of the low. Like these people spend hundreds, if not thousands, of pounds out of their pocket every single year to go and watch you. And frankly, if you can't put together a performance, and you know, your style of play is causing distress and annoyance and frustration amongst the crowd, that's on you. It's on you. It is absolutely, unequivocally on you. Fuck me. I know I've got plenty of words. I've got plenty of words on the matter, but he's lost all my respect, all of it. And I know people are like, oh, I bet he's so upset about that. He's so devastated. Oh, fuck off. You know exactly what I mean. You lose the faith. You lose the patience. You lose the respect of the fan base. You're fucked. You are done. It's going to take a lot to win back the fans. And it's funnily enough, it seems to me that the vast majority, if not the majority, if not all of the people backing Moresca still, all of the people that say that the fans and their booing is outrageous, blah, blah, blah. They're not match-going fans. They are very evidently not fans who have ever been to a game. Every single one of them. The ones that are showing support for Moresca, the ones that are in support of Moresca's words, saying it's outrageous, it's disgusting, fucking booing the. It's just like you have clearly never spent money to go and watch Chelsea play. If your outlook is you got to support the players through thick and thin, you've got to. Not putting into context that we were 2-0 down against Ipswich, playing it out from the back, fucking about. Obviously, we weren't 2-0 down at that point, but still. Playing out from the back, 1-0, 2-0 down against Ipswich Town, 18th place. They've taken four points from us this season, and they're getting relegated. It is a fucking joke that he would come out and blame the fans and not his Mickey Mouse fucking tactics trying to be Pep Guardiola. You're not. You're not. You are not even remotely in the same stratosphere as Pep Guardiola. So to have the audacity to blame the paying masses, the paying fans, what are you doing? He wants Moresca and Palmer. It leaves you in a sticky situation. A sticky situation that I don't foresee a way out of. I no doubt, the sporting directors, the owners, everyone still backing Moresca. Still haven't got any ill will against him. Haven't got any, issues with him. Blah blah blah. But they will, because they're the ones that are to blame as well. They're the ones that are as to blame, if not the most to blame, because they're the ones that hired this guy in the first place, expecting wonders. I don't know if any of you saw that I posted a graphic for his first 16 versus his last 16 for Chelsea in the Premier League so far this season, and it's damning. It is damning. And I've had people go, yeah, but we've got a good run of games going at the moment. If we'd done this and we'd done that and this had happened and fucking we'd won the Premier League here, you wouldn't be moaning. And it's like, well, no shit, fuckhead. Of course, if it all was going right, I wouldn't be complaining. But it isn't going right. It isn't going right at all. So to say these ifs, buts, and fucking maybes about, well, if it was all still going as it was in the first half of the season, if it was all going as well as it was in the first half, we would be winning the league. Honestly, the fucking people that try and talk to me on Twitter is just they're in a different world. They're in a different world. They do not understand. They do not understand the pain, clearly. Because if you are on the side of backing Moresca, if you are on the side of still trusting in the process, what fucking process? What process? We're regressing. We're getting worse. Palmer's nowhere to be fucking seen. What's happened to him? What's he done to my boy? He's massacred my boy. As soon as you start accepting that this is the reality, as soon as you start accepting that these are the standards that they want you to deem acceptable, you become a part of the problem as well. You become a part of the problem. As soon as you start going, well, maybe this is the way that it's going to be for a while, Maybe. Maybe we just have to sit back and accept that this is the way. It never had to be like this in the first place. It never. We never had to drop back this far. Ever. But with poor decision after poor decision, poor decision-making with managerial, what's name? We had a guy that didn't want to follow the blueprint, didn't want to join the WhatsApp group. And if you just kept Tuchel this whole time, he'd still be here. He would still fucking be here. The only thing you had to do, the only thing that Clear Lake had to do when they came in was nothing. Think of the money they would have. Of course, we would have had to have bought players. Of course, we'd have a different side either way. But fundamentally, the only thing from the get-go, the only thing that Clear Lake needed to do was nothing. And they'd be fine. But they fucked it up the wall monumentally. Luke says, was probably the most infuriated I've been at a game. Oh my God, Bournemouth have hit the bar. Robin says, I want to donate, but I can't. I don't know what to tell you, mate. There's a big $sign next to the chat. If you want to do it that way, it's up to you. Other people have no problem. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Luke said, I pay £63 roughly per Premier League home game. But you, as a paying fan, you're not justified, nor are you allowed to voice your concerns. You pay your hard-earned money, but Luke, mate, don't you fucking boo them. Don't you boo these multi-millionaire players. Don't you boo these multi-millionaire 22-year-olds. How dare you? How dare you boo these multi-millionaires and make them feel under pressure to do better? God forbid you kick them up the arse and make them accountable for their poor play. How dare you? How dare you ask them to play well, to put in a shift for a change? You entitled little shit. You entitled bastards. You fucking entitled, ungrateful bastards. 63 measly pounds is all you've paid. You should be on your knees begging for them to charge you more so you can watch more of this fucking dross. You've got it lucky. You've got it lucky, mate. You don't know how lucky you've got it. You absolutely ungrateful, entitled little brat. Unbelievable. Luke says that I pay the money. Yeah, I pay the money. Let me say if that's moaning or booing, so what? They get paid enough to allow me to moan at them. Exactly. Who gives a fuck? I wouldn't be laughing in this situation if I was a player by any means. But if you're playing Moresca ball and you're playing out from the back for the 50th time in a game, and Levi Colwill is playing it to Sanchez, who then plays it to the side to then just play it back to Sanchez and be under pressure, who then actually then has to play it long anyway. Why didn't you just play it long in the first place? He can't distribute fucking anything. He couldn't distribute a fucking sneeze if he had to. He would find a way to fuck that up as well. Every time he plays it long, it goes out for a fucking throw. So what's the difference? We lose the ball anyway. There is no fucking thing that he could do right. There just isn't. Even his good saves, half the time he'd fucking, he's just fallen into the fucking thing. Let's be honest. The guy's a fucking fraud. All of them are frauds. I'm not blaming all the players. I mean, Moresca's a fraud. Moresca's the biggest fucking bald fraud I've ever fucking seen in my life. Ever. To go at Jorgensen, you talk about young players. Moresca, you fuck. You talk about young players being, you don't want to put too much pressure on them. You don't want to put too much pressure, but you openly out Jorgensen saying, if you play it long, cunt, you fucking listen here. Listen here, Jorgensen. You listen to me now. Listen to me, Jorgensen. You're young. You're inexperienced. You're very, very impressionable, to say the least. But if you play it long, even one time, even once, you're done. You're done. You're absolutely fucking finiti caput. You're off the team, buster. You bum. He didn't even play it long and he sacked him off. Sanchez plays it long all the time and he still has a day job. Where's the consistency? Where's the consistency? For fuck's sake. You can't say one thing to Jorgensen at 22 years old and then tell us that we're being unnecessary and creating a bad environment because they're young and they're impressionable and they can't handle the pressure. The pressure, there's too much pressure. So you can go at one of your own players at a press conference and tell them if you play it long, you're dropped. And then your older player, who's shite, he's absolute fucking poo on a regular basis. He plays it long. Where's the consistency, Moresca? Where's the fucking consistency? Are you going to drop Sanchez for booting it? I don't think you will. You're going to blame the fans. You'll say, oh, he was under pressure. That's why he played it long. It's the fans. It's not on Robert. Robert Sanchez is 27 years old. That is not a young man. That is not a young... I am 2 years older than Robert Sanchez. Do I look like a young man to you anymore? The stress, the strain, the anguish that this fucking club has put me through in the last few years. It has aged me by 10 years. You want to know pressure? You want to know pressure? It's having to be on camera talking about these cunts for the last 5 fucking years. Oh, you don't know pressure. You don't know fucking pressure. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm so glad we have these streams to help me get things off my chest. I'm fucking baking. I have to take this fucking thing off. Oh, I just hate all of them. I've not had a good night's sleep since the new owners. Well, melatonin is there. Look at the state of my hair. Fuck me. I'm beside myself, you know? I'm just... Seen your latest video, Harry. Can't believe Moresca is blaming the fans. Disgrace. What a dickhead, says Phoebe. You're absolutely spot on. Warmed up now. I'm all warmed up, mate. Oh. 17 plus goal difference, first 16, then -1 for the next 16, wasn't it? It was. You're absolutely right. Some Chelsea fans are fickle. Some Chelsea fans are just so blind to reality. I don't understand how some people are seeing what they're seeing. As a great man once said, delete everything. Delete the whole fucking lot. Delete. And that's not to be misconstrued with some other hand signal. Sanchez faffs more than my nan faffs with her knitting trying to make a cardigan. It's up there. It is absolutely up there. The water would be boiling by half time. I should do a watch along in the ice bath It would soon heat up right after, yeah. I'm unsure what's to happen in the rest of this season, to be honest with you. I really don't. Good God, if we somehow get fucking Champions League, and it's not going to happen, and again, I've said it a million times, nor do I want it at this point. I genuinely don't want it. If we get it next season, it's good for fucking certain things, but for the reality of it all, we're not ready. We're not ready for it. The players aren't ready. They're not ready to face a few boos when playing 18th place fucking Ipswich Town, who have relegated. These players can't handle the pressures of that. Let alone the pressures of Europe's biggest competition. I dread to think what we're gonna what the pressures of the Club World Cup. I mean, can you believe it? I don't even know why we're in it in the first fucking place. It's been so long since we won anything. How we have any fucking stake in the situation is beyond me. State of affairs. Honest to Jesus. I've apparently got a video that I need to watch. Oh man, honestly, I can't. It's funny, but it's not. You've got to laugh, but if you don't cry, you'll laugh. Fucking someone at the game singing "We hate chocolate," Chelsea, thinking that's the lyrics. That's the kind of people going to the game, yeah. And no doubt, I'm sure he sings along, he gets involved and everything like that. So it's really, does it matter? At least he sings. There's plenty of people that go to the games that don't say a word. That don't say a word. Go to the game for the vibes, or just go there to have a chat with with the missus, or with the kids. Or I've been going to Stamford Bridge since I was about 5 years old. 7 years old, I think. And I couldn't wait. Growing up, little kids, everything, front of the TV. My dad's season ticket holder for fucking years and years during the 80s, the 70s and the 80s, early 90s. Then me and my brother came along, put an end to that. But being taught all the songs, singing in front of the TV, all that sort of stuff. One man went to mow, all that sort of stuff, and his dog Spot. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. I still to this day remember my first time going up the stairs at the bridge, seeing the grounds, thinking, fuck me, I could get used to this. And then became a regular myself. And it baffles me that people don't go to the game. It's no longer about going to the game to let off steam. And I get that. But to go to the game and not sing, not just like boo for sure. I get that. I would be booing too, probably in that situation. But my thing isn't the booing. It's the lack of singing. It's the lack of getting behind the team in that regard. The atmosphere, I understand that it's hard to get up. Listen, I was there for the 17-18 season. Fucking one of the worst seasons of football we will have played. Second season of Conte. Fuck me, that was shit. But I was still getting behind the players. People with me were still getting behind the players. The atmosphere back then was still really fucking good. Just seems like these days it's just gone down the toilet, you know. You can't even sing Celery anymore. Are you not allowed to sing Celery? I get it's. I mean, that song's always been a bit of a fucking weird one, but you know. People look at you weird. Like, it is a bit. I've always thought it's a bit of a weird. It's a fun song for like a second, and then it's like. I remember being a kid thinking, "What the fuck does cum mean?" Because I know what bum means. I know what the word bum means, but what's the other one? Well, I don't know. Fulham are away here. Drags it wide. I never knew. I never knew. And I must have looked it up at some point or another and then thought, what the fuck? What? My 10-year-old brain could not prepare for that. It's there are far better songs, so for that one to be retired, it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. Just chuck the celery on the pitch, and everyone gets the picture there. I remember singing that on a watch along with Alex last season, and he was like, "What did you just say?" And my first thing wasn't to repeat the lyrics. It was, how have you never heard that fucking song in your life? How do you not know what that song is? And no doubt, if I brought that up now, he'd be like, of course I know that. Why are you lying? It's like, okay. All right. Different sense of humor. Yeah, he doesn't get it. But I think he does now. Alex is going through a bit of a stage at the moment where he's very into his English humor, English language. And it's confusing to me, like hearing him say the word quid. It's very strange. I'd love to know what songs were around when I was still going that aren't at all now. I'm surprised the Solomon Kalou one's still going. I'm not that I'm surprised. I don't know. I felt like there would have been so many more ones that would take precedent, take priority over that. I don't know. It's a good one. I always liked it, but I'm surprised it's still going. Hate Americans saying quid. It's like Brits saying buck or bucks. Just no. Yeah, there are certain words that it's just like, come on. Sounds so weird to say. I always find it's not relevant at all, but the word ranch, like ranch dressing, ranch. And I'm Southern, you know, so I say ranch, but I sound like the biggest fucking Tory saying, "Oh, could you please pass me the ranch dressing? Please, could you hand me the ranch dressing, please?" It's just like I sound like a right fucking dickhead. Trying to think of other ones. Yeah, root and route. But that's more of like that's just like a dialect, isn't it, I suppose? But, well, I suppose ranch and ranches. I've just conditioned myself to say ranch. But I'll say it to me mum or me granny. And they'll be like, what's ranch? Ranch? Because it just sounds so stupid. It's not how we say it, is it? You think of like a farm. We don't even call farms a ranch. But like, we know what a ranch is. But just calling it ranch, it's not the English way, is it? Don't they call milk cream? No. Only in certain grass. I say grass. I don't say grass. See a little bit of a... Oh, fuck it out. I just want to go on holiday. I can't be arsed with this season, man, anymore. Even top 4 watch. What's the point anymore? We've already fucked it. We're like 3 games. 3 games in. And we've already fucked it. Aluminum. Yeah, Ryan, I mean, the spelling for the word aluminum there is incorrect. There should be 2 I's. But, because it is actually aluminium. But they spell it aluminum. You really don't hear blue flag flying high. Flying out! I thought, fuck me, that actually does ring a bell. Like, like, I rarely even have like the audio. Like I've got my headphones like this, but like just down to my side, just in distance, so that I can hear it. If anything's happening with VAR, I can quickly put it on. But for the most part, I'm watching in silence, because I don't want copyright or anything like that. But it's yeah, I can't remember the last time I would have heard that on the TV. All the way from Bridge to Wembley. Keep the blue flag. Excuse me. A reminder for you all, I will be live tomorrow for the Aston Villa versus PSG game, so join me there. We can have another natter, a bit of a chit-chat. Good chance for Fulham, saved by Kepa Arrizabalaga. And I will also be live on Wednesday for the Newcastle Crystal Palace game, and of course, the Real Madrid versus Arsenal game, second leg of that, with the main focus being on the game between Newcastle and Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace win that. If Newcastle win that, we're Newcastle are pretty much a guarantee at that point. What would that be? That would be 33 games played for them. No, sorry, that's them. That's them leveling their goal. The games played. For them, they've still got a game in hand, but they do play their game. A game more than us when they play on Saturday against Aston Villa. So Newcastle could overtake Nottingham Forest. Can you believe it? I can't look at those fucking points, man. I just don't get how they've gone from fucking 8th to 7th or 8th or whatever it was to now just, there they go. Look at that. That's what some good form does, yeah. We've got a win, a loss, a win, and 2 draws. They've got a loss against, who is that? Liverpool. And then 4 wins on the bounce. That's how you bounce back. That's consistency right there. And also, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to hear it when it comes to people being like, well, we got 5 wins in our last 16. Those wins, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. You look at those wins, we've beaten Tottenham, who are fucking shit. We've beaten Leicester, who are getting relegated. We've beaten Southampton, who are getting relegated. I can't even look up fucking... We've beaten a load of shite. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, man. It's just tiring, isn't it? Do they still do the old zigga-zagga? When the blues go steaming in. When the blues go steaming in. That's another thing as well. From videos I've seen, you lot just sing songs so quickly. There's no rhythm, there's no tempo or anything. It is just, how quickly can we get these songs out? There is no, like, playing it out. Slow to begin with, and then you get the ball rolling. No. Back in my day, see? But now it's just like, how quickly can we get this song started and finished so we can move on to the next one, or just move on to being silent for the next 20 minutes? There are 5 minutes to go until half time. And what was a very quick start for Bournemouth. It's a bit like the English national anthem. Has anyone else noticed that it's ridiculously short compared to... And also that they just don't sing it in time with the music. They're always so quick. Again. How Teddy's voice scored a fucking good goal. Always believing in Golo will win you the ball. All right. You got the power to know. Ungolo. Oh. Could be worse. Could be the American. I believe that we will win. Fight and win. Seattle Sounders. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Chants. Sorry. We've got a new Caicedo chant to the same tune. Fucking. I still have the standing at the bar in my head. That's got to be the goated one at the moment. That's my favourite one by a mile. We're standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. We're standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. Oh, man. It's so bad. It's amazing, mate. It's fucking amazing. Chopped banana. Corner ball for Fulham. Crossed in to the back post. Finds Anderson. Mr. Anderson. WrestleMania week, baby. Crossed in. Fizzed in. Bournemouth absolutely looking the better side so far. I'm standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. Mr. Anderson is holding his ankle in absolute agony right now. Oh! That could be a red card, ladies and gentlemen. That could be a red card. I'm standing at the bar. Hey, David Chalobah. I think I've lost my mind completely at this point. I'm just over it. Let's get me on the plane, please. Let me go on me Ollie Bobs, you know. Just let me go. I'm begging you. Plus 12. 11 and 2. I would say, mate, but I'm not going to say exactly when. But in the summertime. And I cannot wait. Jacob Fatou has to beat. He's got to beat the thing, isn't he? He's got to. Do you want to know my flight number? Do you want to know my, what hotel I'm going to? Do you want to know how much I paid? Do you want to know my bank details as well while you're at it? Passport number, national insurance. I can give you it all. You know? Might even ask one of you to look after the house while I'm gone, you know? Any takers? Anyone want to look after the house while I'm away, you know? Sky Sports account. Mate, I can set you up. I can. Yeah. You'll run my electricity bills up. I'd like to see you try. Harry on the sideline. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. I used to have people fucking looking at me all the time because I used to go alone a lot of games. I'd go with my mates sometimes and then with my dad every now and then. But for the most part, because I was going to every single game as a regular would. I'm very vocal, as you can imagine. I mean, could you imagine me being vocal? I mean, it's not in my nature to be a loud, outspoken person, you know? It's, you would expect me to be very quiet, obviously, but no. Believe it or not, when I would go to games, I used to be rather loud and opinionated. And the absolute worst case scenario for when you're at a game is being sat next to a mum and their little kid, because you just know you can't say anything then. You can't really do anything because you feel bad. I've been told off before in the past because effing and blinding. But you're at a fucking football game. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect? A room riddled with testosterone as far as the eye can see. And you expect grown men to watch their language. I always went there with a couple of pints in me, you know, a bridge beer, one at Vicky Spoon's, one outside the grounds, and then one at half time, you know, keep the old engine running. But God forbid you say any swear words around a little child. I'd be swearing when I was like 10 going there. I'd be like, oh man. Because you just do, don't you? So, I don't know. Times have changed, I suppose. Maybe I'm just old fashioned, you know. They're opening their spoons in Fulham Broadway. I know, I heard. I bet you're right, little shit. I was. Well, no, I was a very well-behaved kid as in general, but what the fuck is this advert? Link's cherry advert. It's fucking weird. While I'm looking after the house, mind if I use the ice bath? I mean, absolutely, if you want. Flipping people off. I was doing the, oh, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Have some of that. Of course. Joining in with the, oh, you're shit. Ah! God, I miss doing that. Is that still a thing? Please tell me that's still a thing. The thing that will always do my nut in are these purists, these fans that think they are holier than thou, you know, that are like, The worst thing to happen to Chelsea is the ones who sing "We Hate Tottenham" on the liquidator. I can't bear it. It's so cringe. They've ruined the song. Fuck off. Fuck off. It's Rivalry. It is the part of it's the whole part of the song. It just makes sense. It made it better. Stop complaining. These are the little things that give the it makes us. If otherwise, if we just play the liquidator, we're just West Brom. Do you know what I mean? It's just the same shit. You've got to give it your own twist. And if it means telling Tottenham to fuck off, then yeah, no. What do you think of Tottenham is not a Chelsea thing at all. I hate that's a young person thing. 100%. 1,000,000%. I've never seen an older, like a person over the age of 30 try and start that. Even in their 20s, to be fair. Like early 20s, but like late 20s upwards, I don't think you'd see many, maybe these days. But if you're doing that, it's because you've seen that it bangs for Arsenal and you think, oh, I'll try that. And then I'm surprised people join in. I am so shocked people join in with that. It is such an overtly Arsenal song. Every team in London seems to hate Tottenham. I think it's become a running joke, but Chelsea have always hated Tottenham. I have had it instilled in me from a young age to hate Tottenham. So it's not a new thing for Chelsea. At least in the last 30 years, it's always been a thing. Obviously, Arsenal hate them, but we hate Tottenham, man. We hate Tottenham. We are the Tottenham haters. Classics like those, you know. I bet there's so many classic Chelsea songs that just don't get sung anymore, you know. It's a really good goal, by the way. Some bloke got it started in the pub yesterday. Met with what the fucking hell was that? Or are you Arsenal in disguise? To me, it just screams that you are a relatively new Chelsea fan. Like there are little tell signs that I've come to realize that. Hello, Victor. How's it going? There are loads of little telltale signs that you are relatively new, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, it's not a bad thing. But some things scream that you haven't been supporting Chelsea very long if you say certain things or do certain things. I don't know. I'm sure the regulars will. It stands out like a sore thumb, you know. Ipswich fans are all right, fan-wise, going down and singing their hearts out. They seem like they did have good support. Why wouldn't you? We've already beaten Chelsea at home. You take it away. Fucking, what a day out for them, eh? What a day out. Seemed like it worked out nicely for them. Have they got plus 12? They do have plus 12. They're up to 48, 48, 48. Brighton have 48 points. Excuse the fuck out of me. Let me amend that for you. Oh, there we go. I'm just got to move that over just a little bit. Oh, fuck's sake. I cannot be asked for Thursday's game. I'll tell you that much for free. Have you ever been so uninterested so uninterested in a European game in your life? Have you ever not given a fuck as much as Thursday for a European game? A quarter final at that. A quarter final. I just can't imagine that it's going to be a very good. I reckon it'd be a really bad atmosphere on Thursday. Especially, I mean, out of principle, people should just boo the entire time. Astana. Draining. Oh. Just going back to Moresca having a pop at us for moaning at the players. It's literally Chelsea well-known song Blue Day, meet your mates, have a drink, have a moan, start to think, yeah. Will there ever be a blue tomorrow? Under Abramovich, we should do anything to get someone like Inzaghi from Inter. Now we are stuck with geezers like Moresca and Potter. I'm just sick of doing ends o'clock because it just doesn't feel right anymore. I just, like, look at this twat. Look at him. Fucking idiot. I can't stand him. Get him out. And I keep seeing people say, well, who would you get in? You can't keep sacking managers left and right. You absolutely can, if it's warranted. And in this case, it absolutely is warranted. Get him out. Get him out. You know? I don't care if there's a... We're already fucked. We can't get any more fucked. You know? We can't be any worse than we are in terms of lack of stability. What's one more manager going to do? Plus, you never know. In a gambling sense, who knows? Who knows? You never know. You never know. You might win your next hand. You can't quit whilst you're losing. Cut your losses and all that. That's being a big old puss. That's being a big old puss. You've got to keep on gambling. Go for the next manager. We could win big. We could win real big with our next manager. Who's to say that wouldn't be the case, you know? Just got to keep on betting on red, baby. You better keep on betting on red. It's going to come around soon enough. Or black, you know. Can anyone explain why these new owners are obsessed with mediocre managers with little to no previous success? Never stop gambling. You might win big next time. Exactly. The big win is just one bet away. It's just one last spin away, you know? Please do gamble responsibly. I will say that much. I was going to say, Reese beat me to it. It's a case of they pick managers who are so new, so green, they're so fresh that they're too honored to be manager of Chelsea already in his career. He's gone from fucking Leicester, which by all account they fucking couldn't stand him by the end, and they couldn't stand his play, his style of play. And of course, when Chelsea came a knocking, he was like, absolutely, are you mental? Mental. I think we're all licking our wounds a little bit, Anto, mate. We're all a little bit over this season once again. It had all the makings of an absolutely mental last run of games. But to have fucked it this quickly is just so stupid. And he can come out with all this bollocks of like, well, we had to make sure we were ready for the last 4 games because they're all such big games. Fuck me. They're all big games. The easiest ones on paper are the big games because they're your so-called guaranteed points, for fuck's sake. So to drop players against Brentford and then do what he's done, where he's dropped players in preparation for Fulham and then still fuck it up the wall and then go on to blame the fans, just stinks really, doesn't it? Just a bit smelly. I'm a son of a pizza man. Probably hire Ruud van Nistelrooy from Leicester. Yeah, probably. Just have a bad feeling Moresca isn't going to get sacked and we have to suffer through this one more season. Well, it's one of those situations that we find ourselves in. If he ends up being in next season and suppose it goes well, you know? Suppose it all clicks and it starts to work and we end up getting Champions League next season. Or near enough. Suppose that. Suppose we're in this situation next season and then it starts to dwindle and then we miss out on Champions League again because he just couldn't finish the job right at the end. Then it's a wasted season, you know? Either way, I see next season's it's just fucked already. I can't imagine a world in which next season isn't just an absolute disaster once again, where we're having to prey on a miracle. Second half has commenced, by the way. Please do smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any fucking, you know the drill. What are my likes to dislikes on the fuck me? That is surprising. My Enzo Moresca video today. I know one of you fuckers is going to dislike it now, but the principle stands. It's 100% liked. Only likes. I would have thought there would have been a few Moresca in merchants that would have been like, I'm disliking. I don't agree with what you're saying. You're not a true fan because you don't blindly support the club. It was a very good video, mate. Thank you very much, Reese. I've had a few people say that it was a good video. Good video. Someone said it was what the fuck? What did he say? There was a hilarious comment. Scrumptiously or something like that. Scrumptiously. Scandalously. That was the one. A scandalously good video, Harry, and I absolutely cracked me up. I hope the club don't see it, Harry, and cancel you. Fuck them. Wouldn't surprise me. Cancel me for having opinions. If anything, I think I called him a bald fuck a few times, but he is very bald. Let's just, I loved how it ended with fuck off. That was completely off the cuff. I said fuck off, and then I couldn't, I completely went blank because Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate the dislike. You absolute prick. Thanks, mate. Shouldn't have said anything, really, should I? What was I saying? I was so fuming after that. After that fuck off, I was shaking. I was like absolutely fuming. To the point where I was like, I feel like that's a good place to end it, you know? So yeah. Encapsulates how I feel. Do you see who has liked and disliked your videos? No. It's not that detailed. Your cheeks were red with red. That's a fucking tongue twister. Your cheeks was red with rage. How many of you just said that out loud? That's what I want to know. The vein was popping. I've noticed my neck fucking striations in my neck. They just fucking... the veins in my neck just pop out so much now. Now that I've got a skinnier neck, I've got a very lean neck. I've always had a very sort of long neck. Same with Twitter now. You can't see what others have liked anymore. I can see who's liked my tweets, but only kind of. But I know what you mean. You can't check other people's likes anymore. I'm a son of a pizza man. Is there any news coming out tonight? Nothing. I thought I was going to go on a rampage. Oh, fuck me. Calm down. It's never that. Never that deep. My hair's so fluffy today. Check your Discord DM. Oh, God, what have you made now? Has it got audio? That... Oh, fuck. It's on the... I don't need audio for this game. I couldn't do that. How did I know this was going to happen? Oh, I need to... How can I share this, for fuck's sake? Screen capture. Bron breaker! Spear! Oh man, that's cracked me up. That's absolutely cracked me up. Oh. Fucking hell. That is perfect. Oh man. That is that is absolutely cracked me up. Reese, mate, thank you very much. In a world where, you know, not a lot of joy at the moment with regards to football and all sorts. That has put a fucking smile on my face. Oh, you never disappoint, mate. You never do disappoint. We do have a Discord. I have no idea how the fuck to share it. I have no idea how to share my Discord. Let me see if I can get a link. Invite people. How do I get a link? Expires never. There we go. Generate a new link. Hidden. Use copy. Copy. Does this work? No. Hidden. Use the copy button. How do I do it? I'm not using a WhatsApp. Hidden. Why is the invite button? Why is it hidden? I can't seem to get a link. Does anyone know? Server settings. Harry doesn't need a WhatsApp to dox his phone number. Well, how do I work this out? Discord link says, what does it say? It says hidden. I own a server. I'm not sure if this is a security feature, but is there any way I can see what links are actually... Do you have streamer mode on? Oh! Is it because I'm streaming? Oh, let me disable. There we go. It's because I've been... Every time I've gone to look for it, I've been fucking streaming. Join my Discord. There you go. We finally did it. Wow. It only took ages. it only took ages. There you go. You can now join my Discord if you haven't done so already. The link is in the pinned comment in the chat. I finally figured it out, baby. Come on. We haven't had a new... When was the last time someone joined? It was the 17th of August last year. And now we've got Astro who has joined. There we go. What did you have to do? So I went on Discord and there's this like purple banner and it said streamer mode activated. And you have to disable that in order to find the... To unlock the key, I guess. It's to avoid people leaking their link, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know why you'd want to hide your link. I wonder if, by the way, who there'll be some fucking nerd who's still doing it, but Premier League, of course, it's uninstalled itself. I haven't been on the Premier League app in so long. I'm curious to see who's top of the fantasy league at this point. Fantasy. I'm signed in. What's happening? Where's my fantasy team? Where's my fantasy team? It's just gone. 22. There we go. Reese's hamstring. Oh my God. I'm 33rd. I'm 33rd. Neil Robertson, world champion snooker player, is in our fantasy league. He is number 1. He is first. Can you believe it? I am 33rd. What's my team looking like these days? Can't look pretty, I must be honest. Yeah, I mean, Lavia's been in my team for God knows how long. Jackson's been in my team. Neil, the baby. That's what my, I'm getting a cat. I'm calling him Neil. Neil, the kitten. Oh! Oh! Neil! The kitten. You can expect to see Neil making an appearance a lot more than Rufus, mainly because he'll actually be able to be picked up and he probably won't piss on me at the same time. So that's good. Expect him come Christmas time next year, or this year rather, this coming Christmas. He will be ginger. He will be ginger. Of course. Until he gets older and fucks off. Well, yeah. I don't know though. He'll be such a mascot for the stream. You know, when he's a little kitten, he'll just be sat on my lap. He'll sit on the desk. I'll get him a little bed to put next to the TV. I can wear him like a scarf. My one of my cats that I recently had. I used to wear him around my neck all the time. God rest his little mittens, you know. Get a parrot and as well as a fish. I don't know if I'm in the market for a parrot or a fish. Hearing my parrot shout, "What are you doing?" every fucking 2 seconds. You know? Anto, you did join, mate. Hello. You have joined. I can see your gorgeous face. Astro as well. And Bad Wolf Project has also joined. Rather worrying. Half an hour to go. And as it stands, what are they? 6 points behind us? Bournemouth are 6 points behind us. So that's good. And not only that, we're playing Fulham on the weekend. And Bournemouth have made pretty light work of them, I won't lie to you. Fulham have not looked good. Fulham have not looked good at all. Astro, appreciate the support, mate, as always. Really do appreciate it. Borak Banjaluka follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Do they? I need to try and get them to follow me back as well. Borak Banjaluka. No, I can't be fucked. John Cena follows me though. Come on. I'm in the big time these days. Chance for Bournemouth. Corner ball. It's getting a bit chilly now. I might have to put my jumper back on. We go wah wah wah. Wah wah wah. Come we Fliboni. Score a goal for Swansea. We go wah wah wah. God, I always struggle with hoodies. Jesus Christ. I can never find my way out. Ever. It's like a maze. Cena as a. You need to get a T-shirt too. I think I've got it in here actually. Is it in here? I don't think it is in here. Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. I don't know. I've got the red Cena shirt. I need to see what other stuff they've got, actually. I think I might have missed out on the WWE Shop EU. I think I might have missed out on the chance to get the... the UK tour one. The New London Blue. No, I've got the red one. Chance for... Ooh, they've got some cool WrestleMania shirts this year. The John Cena one's good as well. I'm going to have to get John Cena last WrestleMania shirt. That is a guarantee. I'll tell you that much. Last real champion. Oh, they've got the farewell tour. The UK one, the London one is still there. It is still there. Who's messaging me now? Funko Pop. What is that? They've got a London spinner belt. Jesus Christ, that looks awful. No, the London one is $28.90. It's on offer at the moment. The socks are just so bad. Chelsea belt, yeah. I do like the Brussels one. The Brussels one was cool. I'm very happy to be off work, mate. I've had a great day. I got up, watched some TV. I can't remember what I watched, to be fair. I'm into this guy on YouTube called Gary Eats. If anyone's watched Gary Eats before, he's like a food reviewer. And he's about 50 years old. And he just reviews food. Iwobi with a shot. He just goes round to places in the UK reviewing food with his son, who's his cameraman. It's very wholesome, but very addictive watching him go to these places. And so I watched a bit of that. Watched some Black Mirror. I've got one episode to go with the USS, fucking McAllister or whatever it's called. It's been a good season, I would say. Would highly recommend, if you've never watched Black Mirror in the first place, give it a go. It's very good. Not quite the same as it was before with sort of bigger actors getting involved now these days. It's not quite the same as it was, where it was usually like a lot of unknown actors. But it's still good. That and cooked a lamb leg. I cooked a leg of lamb on the barbecue today, low and slow, nice and slow cook. Got some nice smoke ring on it. Cooked it with some I can't remember what the wood is that I used, the wood chips, but came out very good indeed. I had that with some brie, some mint sauce, and a stick of fucking salami. I'm on a weird diet at the moment. I'm on carnivore, sort of low carb, hence the really weird variety of food there. But it all went together very nicely, I must say. Not varnished wood chips, no. I fear that might have that would absolutely kill me. But yeah, it came out really well. It came out really well. Did me ice bath. Took Rufus for a walk. And it's been an eventful first day off. Still got 2 more weeks to go. It's going to fly by. I just know it. I just absolutely know it. I've just got to make the most of it. Make sure I'm busy. Not too busy, but busy. Charlotte got real life heat for mentioning Ludwig Kaiser, so might lose the match at Mania. I think she should lose either way. If she beats Tiffany, it's just stupid. Any Easter eggs? No. I'm nearly 30, you know, so I don't get Easter eggs anymore. No one sends me any Easter eggs. If I had a P.O. box, I'm sure you guys would send, at least one of you would send me an Easter egg and say Happy Easter. Sorry if I didn't ask this before, but did you try cycling in your pursuit to lose weight? I did not, no. One of my best friends is like an avid cyclist, but I couldn't be asked. I've now lost down to 187 pounds. I've now lost 35.1 pounds. I've got 12.9 pounds to go. And for those of you that weigh that in kilos, it's 15.9 kilos I've lost with 5.9 to go. And in stone, I've got 12.9 pounds to go. Obviously, the same as a stone, but I've lost 2 stone, 7.1 pounds. So I'm at the end, really. I'm so skinny now in comparison. I put on a shirt today that I was so big in for 2 Christmases ago. I wore a Chelsea shirt for Christmas. The old mother-in-law got it for me. And I was a chubby little shit. Whereas now I put it on today and I look very good, I must say. In comparison, I look very good. I am 6 foot. Much to the debate of everyone in the chat that have said in the past, I'm definitely 5'8". 5'11". Listen, I'm closer to 6'1" than I am 6 foot. You know, so sorry, than I am 5'11". Put it that way. How would that? I am closer to 6'1" than I am 6 foot. I'm on that. I'm 6.5 foot. Put it that way. Rather than closer to 5'11". I'm 6'3" in me Air Force Ones. So if you ever do see me, if you ever meet me and I'm wearing my Air Force Ones, I'm you know. Well, no, because that's why I say 6 foot. Listen, if I no, my girlfriend's 5 foot on the dot. She's very short. If I wasn't 6 foot, is what I'm trying to say. How would I word this? If I'm 6.5 foot, right? Of course, I would absolutely, if I was lying, I would absolutely milk that and say I'm 6'1", but I'm not. And I say 6 foot. I've had a variety. I think the tallest I've ever dated is like 5'9", 5'10", maybe. So like virtually, sort of, I don't know, like there. Whereas my girlfriend's like here, probably here. don't know. Probably there. Which would fully explain that I am a foot taller, meaning I'm 6 foot. If I'm exactly a foot and a bit taller than my girlfriend, by process of elimination and using very easy math there, what is 5 plus 1? It is 6. You had a girlfriend who was a size 9. Again, I think my girlfriend's got size 4 feet. Unsure. Couldn't tell you. Never bought her shoes before. Crossed in. Great chance for Fulham. These streams are just turned into just chatting shit now. The Newcastle game will be good. I've enjoyed this stream though. I've needed it to vent a little bit. You know, I think we've had a good time. We've had a good time. 5 plus 1 is 5'11". Yeah. Don't put it this. I don't think you've ever got to worry about meeting any of us. So you're real hype. Hey, listen, I've been spotted many a time, many a time. I think I told you I was in my town, in my local town, the day after I went on pitch side, and someone shouted pitch side to me on the other side of the street, and I was like, "There's no fucking chance. There's no fucking way." And even in my local pub, oh yeah, and then they just started shouting Chelsea, doing Chelsea. Even in my local pub, there's a bloke in there who every single time I go in, he's there and goes, "It's the Potcher clock, man. Here he is. Mr. Moan about Chelsea. Here he comes." And I'm just like, oh no. And then someone recognized me off of TikTok further down in my town, in another pub. I was out with my mate, and Reese, mate, if you're close, then I have touched the man. I have shaken hands with the man who has tossed off 1 million people. Old Tom Garrett, Tricky Fingers Tom is what they call him. Those hands, they'll get in places that you wouldn't even know that hands could get, you know. He's shaved recently, isn't he? Everyone's shaving. I've shaved. He's shaved. Alex from Chelsea Fan TV decided to shave. Wait till it's your turn, mate. Mate, I've been waiting. I'm fairly sure Lewis is next. Lewis and Reeve are next. I'm like 4th in line, I think, at this rate. I put my my reservation straight away in. I got straight in there and was asking, when can I, you know, when can I get that famous little whoop whoop whoop? He said, "Mate, there's a long old line. There's a long old line." But I made a good impression the first time I met him, you know. So he was like, "For you, I'll bump you up the list just a little bit, you know." What happened to Mod? I don't know what's happened to him. He sold his page. And I think he's just living a quiet life now. He's got his Instagram still. But yeah, I love Mod. He's a really nice guy. He sold his page to We Buy Any Car. No, he didn't. Did he actually? Does anyone actually know who he sold his, like what his account is called now? Because I was trying to work it out. Surely they still follow me. Does he still even have CFC mod? I mean, he's back up to 60k. Iwobi. That's definitely a Bournemouth throw. He's got 9k on Insta. Todd bought it. Wouldn't surprise me. Phoebe, thank you for joining the Discord. Any chance of Chelsea beating Fulham? I mean, Fulham have looked fucking awful today, to say the least. They really have not looked very good. So you just know we're going to lose. You just know we're going to lose. Uh, 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. And could have been a penalty there. In fact, I think there is. I think there's a penalty for Bournemouth. I think that's a penalty all day long. Absolutely a penalty. I think he's dived, but it is without a doubt a penalty. They've not given it. Surprised by that. Shall I look up the odds of gets given against us? 100%. The odds of Chelsea beating Fulham on the weekends. Should we have a look? So looking at that, I think it's definitely a penalty, man. It's 100% a penalty. It's a penalty. I'm so baffled that they haven't given that. Chelsea are favourites to win. Chelsea are favourites to win. Fulham back post, good chance. But yeah, Chelsea are just marginally better odds. What is it? A tenner. A tenner times 2.35. A tenner would get you £23.50. A tenner on Fulham would get you £27. And a draw would get you £37 for a £10 bet. So based on those odds, Chelsea are pretty big favourites. They're not really guaranteed. They're not really going much on a draw. Jesus. Man United, a tenner gets you £19.50. So you'd bank £9.50, right? Wolves, who I feel like would absolutely beat Man United. I know Wolves are lower than Man United, but Wolves absolutely peppered Tottenham. A tenner would win you 27 or 30, £37.50. So you would profit £27.50 if you bet a tenner on Wolves. I feel like that's worth a punt, no? It's at Old Trafford, so I mean that's a little bit more in their favour, but good chance for Fulham again. Oh, Jesus. Chelsea, Everton, we are massive favourites. Massive, massive favourites. And that's it for now. Get Circle back. Fuck Circle. Willian has come on. Willian de Bourges has come on. Try and get a sponsorship with Jackman's. I feel like I've got enough of a... For the main watch-alongs, I feel like surely I've got enough now to get a sponsorship from someone. Do you know what I mean? Not a big one. But like I'd love a little partner. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd love someone who's just like, we'll send you... We're not going to... I don't need people to pay me necessarily. Just send me some free shit and I'll promote your thing. Do you know what I mean? I'll gladly eat a lozenge every single game. A Jackman's, whatever the fuck it's called. Listen, they got me out of a mean cold. I had a really bad cold at one point. Stuffed up nose, sore throat, everything. And they saw me through to the other side. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the best and worst YouTube sponsorships? The worst. What's a proper annoying one? Eat Fresh or Hello Fresh or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what a VPN, mate. I don't know what a VPN is, so I wouldn't even know what I'd be promoting. You know. Alex hasn't got one. He's got one coming, I guess, but I don't fucking... Not sure. That said, if a VPN did want to sponsor me, I'd absolutely jump on it. So I heard that they do pay quite well, so... I just think it would be a bit too on the nose if I was sponsored by a VPN. Yeah, I mean, Chelsea Fan TV, when I first joined, was sponsored by Manscaped. So I had to do a few ad reads for Manscaped during, like, my first few... Probably, like, 10 games into my doing the watch-alongs on there. Squarespace would be quite frustrating, I think. But anything consumable, I'd absolutely do. Did you have to tone down your language? Nah. I was quite shy back then at first because I'd never done it on, like... I was gone from, like... streaming on Twitch to, like, 30 people to then... No, not even 30. It was like streaming on Twitch to like 10, 15 people. And then sometimes it would go up a little bit to like bigger games would be like 40, 50 people. And then went to Chelsea Fan TV and it was like 70 people. Tottenham Hotspur was my first game. I had like 70 people watching and I was shitting myself. I was so nervous. And it went really well. And so I was like quite confident after that. And it just came naturally. I was just more myself after that one. And then by the end of that season, we were up to like 400 viewers regularly. And then from the next season onwards, we had like I'd say between, on the low end, it was like 1,500 people watching live. And then on a really good day, we'd have like 5,000 people watching. I had 100,000 people watch Chelsea versus Dinamo Zagreb. Was 110,000 people watched that stream. Fucking absolutely mental. But on a regular basis, it was like 30 to 40K we were getting per stream on like views. And then that was obviously during the first part of Chelsea doing really badly. How did Chelsea Fan TV come about for you? Father and Sammy and Lewis were doing a stream, like a chat show on Chelsea Fan TV one day. And my mate, who's a Palace fan anyway, was watching it, trying to not take the piss, but like be like, oh, it's nowhere near as big as Arsenal Fan TV. And I commented something, and then Sammy commented in the chat saying, Harry, can you message me on Instagram? I've got a proposition for you. And I completely missed that message. I didn't see it at all. And so I never would have got in contact with him. But my mate screenshotted it and said, by the way, he's like, he said he wants to talk to you. And so I was like, what the fuck? And then I got speaking to him, and he was like, yeah, do you want to take over the watch-alongs? And I was like, with who? And he was like, just on your own, just do it. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then it just went from there, really. And before I'd even done a watch along, he invited me to Stamford Bridge to do they had a thing with Canaville doing a night under the bridge. And so I was going there. It was like a proper carpeted event thing with like a, you know, people taking pictures and everything. And I showed up and he was there. And we got on really well. And one of the leaders, or like people that run the Chelsea Pitch Owners Society, was there. How do I know Mackenzie? Mackie was there when I first joined, or she just joined like sometime around I joined. So when I first joined Chelsea Fan TV, it was literally me, Sammy, Lewis, and Mackie, and I'm fairly sure that was it. No one else. But then obviously like a few characters for like the fan cams. And so Alex, who now owns it, he's bought Chelsea Fan TV, but he was originally like a cameraman, or like he would host the fan cams sometimes. But yeah, he's now obviously in charge of it. The way I met Alex Goldberg was I was about to go on holiday, and I saw a tweet from him posting for like if you're good at editing and also you're okay being on camera and you know how to edit, you know how to design stuff, then contact me. And I went in fully like it was a proper job interview, showing him my portfolio, everything, and it was pretty much I got the job straight away, to be fair. It was a long process because he was so shit at contact and like like communicating. But he said from the start, like, you were immediately number one, and I never really gave anyone else a second thought, to be honest. He spoke to a couple of people, but it was me the whole time. And then I've just worked from him ever since, from about September of 23. September 2023. Or maybe even September 2022. Let me see. Let me see. When, because I remember to this day, the first message he sent me on WhatsApp was, Harry, my guy. That was it. And I was like, immediately like, oh my God. Like straight away thinking, oh, Jesus. How do I go to message? Yeah, it was September of 2022. September of 2022. Harry, my guy. It's Alex Goldberg. And the 14th of September, 2022. There we go. So it's been a fucking long time I've worked for that stupid idiot, but sounds so much like he's calling you Hairy. Well, he calls me Hair Bear. That's his nickname for me, is Hair Bear. Anyway, the game is just 20 seconds remaining. It's been a very relaxed one, shall we say. And as you can see, Bournemouth up to 8th. 6 points behind us now. It's been an absolute pleasure of a stream. We had a right whinge, a right moan at the start, did we not? But we've let it all out. And it's good. It's good to let it all out. With that said, I will be live tomorrow for the Aston Villa versus PSG second leg. And then on Wednesday, I will also be live for the Newcastle Crystal Palace game as the focus, with an eye on the game between Real Madrid and, of course, Arsenal for their second leg. And then Chelsea versus Warsaw on Thursday. And then Chelsea versus Fulham on Sunday. We've got a game as well. I think Newcastle versus Aston Villa, we're doing that on Saturday. So it's a busy week. It's a busy week. But I do thank you all for keeping me company during a game of like this kind of level. It's not really as top four as we would have liked it. Well, we don't want it to be top four, but, you know, it's still technically a top four watch game. So thank you for joining me for that. The game is still going somehow. Somehow. Please do like the stream if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification so that you know when I post a video or when I go live. I will most likely post a video tomorrow, maybe on the Liam Delap situation, but if not, maybe something else. As I'm off for 2 weeks, I can make a video on the spot and maybe look to make a video every single day, more or less. I don't know if I'm going to do a preview for the game against Warsaw, to be completely honest with you. It just seems like a bit of a waste of time because it's such a nothing game. So I might post a video about something instead, but also like kind of talk about it. Somehow the game is still going on 2 minutes over time. We'll wait for it to finish, shall we? And there goes the full-time whistle. Add it into the Liam Delap video. Yeah, I probably will. With that said, thank you very much for watching. I love you all very, very much. If you want to join my Discord, the link is in the pinned comment in the chat. If not, I will post it somewhere. I don't know.